And let's get into this Gene Hackman story because we have an update. And apparently, I totally forgot that he had kids because they're saying, like, now that Gene Hackman and his wife both passed away, she before him, that his estate, which I believe he is worth $80 million, he didn't leave it to his kids. But the kids are trying to go and contest the will and go after the coin. So, following the poignant circumstances of the deaths last month of Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, more uncertainty lingers over what will happen to his $80 million fortune. Now, BBC News reports that the will of the double Oscar winner has been released, showing Hackman left his entire estate to his late wife, with no mention of his 3 children from his earlier marriage. However, following the discovery of the bodies on February 26, authorities have established that Arakawa predeceased her husband as much as a week. If this was ascertained, the BBC quotes an LA attorney saying that this would render Hackman's will invalid and means his children could have claim to the estate. Now, California attorney Trey Lavelle told BBC the estate will actually be probated in accordance with interstate succession laws, and the children will be lawfully next in line to inherit. Because I was sitting there wondering, how does that all work? It's like, I guess, when he dies, it automatically goes to the wife, and then I guess if she dies, the money goes to the kids. But I also wonder, why did he decide to leave his children out of the will? Why didn't you include them in? And you want to leave everything to your recent wife? Did they do you dirty back in the day, or are you one of those fathers that just like very much Joan Crawford-esque, which is like, oh, I'm not leaving my kids anything? What was the line that she said in Mommy Dearest? Y'all, I forget the line that or she said they for reasons unknown or something, or unmentioned, or whatever the case was, or why y'all not getting a piece of her pie? I'm exaggerating. I mean, paraphrasing, but y'all get the gist. So then they also said that they would need to prove that the will is invalid because Arakawa died before Hackman. Arakawa's will left all her assets to her husband with the provision that if he predeceased her, they would go into a trust and then to charity. I'm trying to remember, what exactly was her profession before she got with him? Because what kind of money she got that she's leaving her stuff to him, and that the money that's left over will go into a trust and then into charity. So this is the latest that we have on Gene Hackman. I definitely am nosy to want to know what transpired between them, that this had happened, that you didn't leave. Like, okay, so if anything happens to my wife, why didn't you leave your fortune to your kids? I really want to know the reason behind all that. So hopefully somebody out there will get to the bottom of it. I'm sure probably the Daily Mail or one of them will probably get into it, but I'm gonna have to take what they say with a grain of salt because y'all some haters over there on that damn website. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story and the latest development regarding Gene Hackman's kids not being a part of the will, but they're saying they can go to contest it and try to get their share of his estate? Because what y'all gonna do? Leave that money just flying around in the bank? Like, no, that'd be the worst. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.